How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another Payday 2 build video, and today we're going to be doing the Joel Miller build, otherwise known as, I guess, the Last of Us build. It's a very interesting build, a little bit different, but I think you guys will enjoy it regardless. Recently did some other build videos, other creation videos, such as like the Johnny Silverhand build. You guys have been seeming to enjoy that, so I really appreciate you guys' support on everything, and I hope you enjoy this build as well. Now, the Last of Us video game came out a while ago, and is personally a Last of Us Part 1. Part 2 is good as well, but Part 1, in my opinion, is what stands out, playing as Joel, that protective role as you protect Ellie, trying to get her to point A to point B in order to have her tested for certain things and possibly surgery, things like that, blah, blah, blah. I'll let you play the game for yourself if you haven't played it, but it's been out for a while. If you haven't played it, you're really missing out. Regardless, there's a lot of different weapons that you obtain in The Last of Us, considering that it is a zombie apocalypse. So things such as like the hunting rifle that you can get. You can also get, revolver, very basic things, assault rifle later in the game, things of that nature. So that'll kind of go into some of my weapon picks, things like that later. In my opinion, The Last of Us is revolutionary. Part 1 specifically just changed, I think, a lot for gaming and pushed the boundaries of what systems can do. If you think about it, that game came out on the PlayStation 3, and looking back now, that's a pretty old piece of hardware, but it still just holds up and looks great. So if you haven't played it yet, I think they recently remastered it for PlayStation 5 or and PC even. I think you really got to check it out. I think they have upgraded graphics on it and everything, so you don't have those PlayStation 3 graphics. It's a masterpiece of a game, so you got to check it out. Besides that, all that out of the way about The Last of Us, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual build in Payday 2. First, look at an overview of the build. Then we'll take a look at the weapons, the perk deck we'll be using, as well as the skills and some death sentence gameplay. For a quick overview of the build, we'll be using the heavy ballistic vest for our armor, first aid kit for our equipment, the Platypus 70 sniper rifle for our primary, the Castigo 44 revolver for our secondary, dynamite for our throwable, Lucille baseball bat for our melee weapon, although this doesn't matter as much. For our skills, as you can see, we have a lot more in Mastermind with just a tad in Ghost and Fugitive and a very tiny bit in Enforcer and nothing in Technician. We'll look at skills here more in just a second, and the muscle perk deck. Now for the skills. So a couple things went into this one. I wanted it to be a reliable muscle build that you could actually utilize, or if you change around a few things, be like, oh yeah, this still works pretty good. So that's number one. But secondly, one of the main important things is I went with hostage taker ace with only one Joker to kind of represent, if you're playing as Joel, you have that one person you're protecting Ellie. That kind of, in my mind, was just like, that kind of works out, kind of makes sense lore wise. But besides that, there's nothing else here other than more so going along with the weapons that we've chosen that will change our skills. So if you ended up changing weapons, anything like that, then you're going to want to definitely take a look at the skills. Now in the Mastermind side, we're going to have combat medic and quick fix basic. With uppers ace, we'll have force friendship basic with Joker, partners crime, hostage taker ace, staple shot, aggressive reload, graze ace with ammo efficiency basic. The enforcer side will have resilience die hard, bullseye basic with scavenger basic. Not much there, but just a little bit of quality of life skills. Nothing in technician. In Ghost, we'll have Duck and Cover basic with Second Wind basic, Professional ace, High Value Target ace, and Unseen Strike basic. So Unseen Strike, one, we're at max detection, but we can still get that nice crit hit chance with Unseen Strike. Definitely a slept on skill, so if you haven't tried it out, you definitely need to. High Value Target's really good for when we're taking down dozers and things of that nature. Our Castigo is what's going to be mostly used for taking out dozers. If you mark those dozers and then you just lay into them with your 6 rounds, they should be good and dead. Now the Professional, our Castigo obviously is not silenced, but our Platypus is, and it didn't make much sense to have like concealment for silence weapons, so I didn't feel right acing that, so I was like, we might as well just silence Platypus instead and get a little bit of extra stability and accuracy on it, better usage of our points than to put it into optical illusions. That's kind of the route that we went that way. Obviously in The Last of Us, you probably aren't going to have, as far as I can remember, I think the only thing that you have that is silenced is the pistol, maybe, that you can get silenced if you upgrade it. There may be a few other things that I can't remember, but as far as I know, you can't silence the hunting rifle, which is what the Platypus is resembling, right? Now on the fugitive side, we're gonna have some pistol skills, obviously, for our Castigo. We're gonna have Equilibrium basic with Gun Nut, Desperado ace, and Trigger Happy basic. Now I did talk to the guys in the Discord, specifically Stalin in the Discord, about this. He was saying that maybe one-handed talent would end up being better, but the Castigo revolver, for its rate of fire, it's at 400. Now getting up to 600 is what we kind of want to have. Not Castigo. If we have 600 or higher, for our rate of fire. It's a little bit better in taking out those dozers rather than just adding 5 base damage to the Castigo. So even though it seems kind of like a weird point thing right here, because we don't have a pistol magazine, we could instead, you know, ace Equilibrium and then ace Desperado, basic one-handed talent, and basic trigger happy. So you could do it that way as well, but that rate of fire increase is very nice. And then we have 9 lives aced. Now for our perk deck, we'll be using the muscle perk deck. One, I have been trying to use different perk decks. If I really wanted to, I could just use Stoic and Kingpin for everything, but that's not interesting, right? You got to have some other types of builds and things of that nature, and it makes me a better player anyways. So we're using Muscle. This is not a perk deck that I would typically use, but I think it works with Joel, a character that takes a ton of punishment throughout the Last of Us games. You see him even get impaled with this big piece of metal, and he somehow survives by being nursed back to health by Ellie, and all this other stuff that happens in the game is crazy. You're constantly getting beat up and shot and whatever else, right? So I think Muscle works well for that, and then also having that additional healing that you get with having a Joker, you automatically have with 800-pound Gorilla. You're gonna have the regeneration of 3% of your life every 5 seconds. You tack that on top of Hostage Taker. It's very nice. I think you get 7.5% every 5 seconds. I think that's the amount. But anyways, and you also get an additional 60% more health. So it's all about getting that extra health, getting that extra regeneration as well for our health. So there isn't much to the muscle perk deck, and if you're wanting more kind of an in-depth look or a different kind of muscle build, I do have one that I did as part of the perk deck series that I will link down in the description below. Feel free to check that out. But besides that, there's nothing else that I'm really going to go into about muscle. Gives you health regeneration. That's all we need to know. For our weapons, we'll have the Platypus 70 sniper rifle and the Castigo 44 revolver, and I'll talk about the dynamite, why I chose that here in just a second. But for the Platypus, we'll go ahead and take a look at it. Feel free to pause here and take a look at stats if you're interested, but you'll see it as we go through. Now again, because we have professional ace, we have the beak suppressor. It does decrease our damage a little bit, so we're not right at that 500 sniper range that we used to be. Regardless, it still works well. We have +4 instability, -2 concealment, but we don't care about the concealment. For our boost, we actually have stability on. Now you can put it on whatever you want, but obviously we already have 100 accuracy. There's no point in putting it in concealment because we don't care about it. Accuracy, again, 100. Team boost, you can do that, or you could put it in total ammo. So I would recommend stability or total ammo. The Platypus sniper rifle actually has pretty good pickup as far as ammo. I don't recall in the multiple heists that I played ever running out of ammo with the Platypus. So that's just something to keep in mind. We have no charm, but that doesn't matter. For our gadget, we have the military laser module. I don't have any LED combos, and I spend all of my continental coins, so I am poor. So I don't have the LED combo. I probably could take it off another weapon, put it on. That's the better option. If you have the LED combo, put that on. You obviously get +8 in stability. We don't care about concealment, so that doesn't matter anyways. You get the same subtraction of concealment in the military laser module, but you only get +4 in stability. LED combo, just go with that, okay? For the secondary sight, I put on the 45-degree red dot. It gave us +4 in stability. You don't ever have to use it if you don't want to. I personally don't use it. And then for your sight, you can kind of go with whatever you want, but I went with the military red dot sight. I don't like things that zoom in too far on snipers, especially in Payday, that I feel like the majority of it is a lot more close quarters, excluding a few heists maybe. That's what I went with for the attachments on the Platypus. The rest is up to you. For our secondary, we'll be using the Castigo 44 revolver. Now, the reason I went with this one is actually because it resembles a weapon in the game called the El Diablo. You get it a little bit later. It is a powerhouse of a Magnum in The Last of Us. It's not a weapon that you're going to be using all the time, and it has very limited ammo. But instead of just going with like a normal revolver, like a snub nose or something like that I was originally thinking, I went with the Castigo. I think it looks cooler, and it does remind me of the actual weapon that's in the game as well. And plus, I just like the Castigo better than the Bronco. There, I said it. Now for the barrel, we're going to be using the Diablo barrel, +8 in accuracy. Why not? I also put on a boost for stability, give us a little bit extra there because this thing does kind of kick like a mule sometimes. And for our grip, you can go with either one. They're both +8, but because I have this cool skin on for the Preacher skin, I went with the Cruise grip that gives that little spikes there because it's cool. Now I do want to go over the dynamite real quick. You can go with whatever you want. There's many different throwables and different weapons in the game. in The Last of Us that allow you to either like stun enemies, so concussion grenades, I'm sure you can make an argument for it. The reason I went with dynamite is because it feels a little bit more apocalypse-esque in terms of like the dynamite you could create yourself, and crafting is a big part of The Last of Us. So, you know, finding those sticks of dynamite and then, you know, bundling them together and lighting the fuse and throwing it, things like that, definitely seems more, I guess, closer to what the game would have than like actual military concussion grenades or frag grenades, because a lot of these things you craft yourself. So that's my whole reasoning behind going with that, and I actually don't even use the dynamite that much. But if it's a struggle for you and you're like, man, I just don't like muscle, I wish I could stun enemies or whatever, concussion grenades, you probably can make an argument for it. Go for it, why not? Now that we've gone over the weapons, the skills, an overview of the build, and the perk deck muscle, let's go ahead and take a look at some Death Sentence gameplay. Alright. Let's give it a shot. My game is lagging a little bit. Weird. Get up. Go. Go, Almir, go. Go, Almir, go. No. No, get up.
I dreamt I was back in them. I was happy.
What? What? I don't know why you'd be happy, but okay. No. Oh my gosh.
This one's for you, Johnny. What the crunchy are you wearing?
Stop puking.
What's that?
Move.
Carrots? I ain't needed carrots since '94.
Oh man, the pilot went down again. Wake that old rhino up.
Get up.
Guys. Let's build a snowman.
Why? Is that a Frozen reference? Actually, I think this ice was out before Frozen was out. Go, Almir, go.
Hey guys, let's do Snow Angel.
No.
Got a first aid kit here.
Let's put down some uppers. It's nice that we have this garage door closed.
Place a flare on the table outside the yard. Set it out.
Flare. I got you. I do not have Inspire, but what is going on? Okay. But because we have bots, we do have okay. Oh my. Okay, listen. All right, we don't talk about what we just saw. Okay? You talk about it, you're banned. It's over. I'm taking this. Okay. So let's hang back a bit, yeah? Oh. Oh. Alright. That's weird. Go.
I dreamt I was back in land. I was happy.
Go. Go. On with you. Why are there so many people? Oh my lord. No, get away from here. Yep, I'm sure he is. Hold on, gotta reload. And then we can take care of this one. Yep. Take out a cloaker while we're at it. Gotta get some healing, so don't want to press the issue too hard. Woo! Ow. No way. There we go. That'll work. I do have this set to public, by the way, but ow, man. As you can see, I mean, people joined, but Wrench is obviously from the, or maybe not obviously, but he's from the Discord server, so. Oh, I thought there wasn't one there. That'll work. Oh, I need another. No. No, man. Without a... I should have done tag team. Thank you. Without a hostage, I'm in trouble, dude. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to get a convert, man. I need it. Thank you. Thank you, Wrench, my hero. Now I can relax a little bit.
That old asshole is on his way back. Good work. If you can find some of my packages, that would be very grateful.
Okay. Nope. Woo! I can't see. No! Dude, I suck with snipers. That's also another issue. I'm so used to just hip firing everything.
Sounds like a person fell out of a tree, gang. Must be more of Vlad's coke. Find it.
Like Coca-Cola? Hello? Okay, slowly getting the hang of it here.
Was that the sweet sound of another of Vlad's presents hitting the floor? Look for it.
Okay, did we... Oh, he did hit the flare. Good stuff, Wrench. I got a good teammate, bro. Wasn't the best timing, but he's still a good teammate. That does not change the statement. No! Just heal me.
Any cock you guys find, just toss it in a helicopter. I pay big bucks.
I don't know if we're going to be able to make it if we go right now. I do still have a convert, which is nice. Snipers. I'm dead. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I did not notice that I ate the uppers. Listen, I just suck. Okay, it's a known fact. Let's go. Oh. Come on, wrench. Make a run for it. Dodge made. Come on. Let's go. Yes. No. Oh, we got it. We got it last second. Okay, this wasn't the best showcase of this build. I just suck, okay? Like 2 or 3 of those downs were me trying to get converts. That was like my whole purpose. And then the other ones were just me being an idiot. So all I can say is just try it out for yourself, alright? I'll see y'all later. Hope you like the build. Peace out.